you getting ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
For February 5th, Sunday showdown in Houston with two of these final four foes facing off, staring at each other. Gunslinging mentality, one-on-one. Who's going to be left after the showdown is done? That's what I'm ready for.
You're like a real Muhammad Ali the last few weeks.
I know. I feel like I'm, floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee, baby.
Killing it.
How
are you feeling today? Before we start on anything, I got to ask.
All right. Obviously, pretty sad today because I totally want to be playing in the NFC Championship game. Having said that, it was such a nice comeback, and I got to at least see more adversity for Dak Prescott, and then him totally come clutch. And unfortunately, we gave Aaron Rodgers 35 seconds, and he drove it down and hit a game-winning 52-yard field goal. Super sad, but I love the resiliency. I love the pieces that I can see working in the future. I mean, that's all I can really say. I'm sad. I wish that we were playing. We had a fucking chance. I wanted overtime. It was there.
It was a valiant comeback.
Rodgers
is just an alien.
He is a fucking monster now.
He's an interdimensional being trapped here.
He truly is. He's trying to fight his way out, and the only way is just winning
by
touchdown passes.
Pinpoint. Making the screams of his fans and haters alike open up a vortex so he can escape this planet where he's stuck with all these normal humans.
God damn it. That's exactly what he's doing. And there was just, man, he had all day to throw yesterday. We got zero pressure. He picked our secondary apart. I don't know what they were doing back there. The second half, the adjustments were way too slow. It was too much of a hole, but we climbed out of it. We had a couple of controversial calls. The second and one at their 40 when we threw the screen and he jumped right across and picked it off in front of Dez. Why didn't you run the ball, Scott Linehan? You got leading rusher in the league, the best running line. What the hell are you fucking doing? And then, we're going to get Jason Garrett fucking time management, flack because...
The best timeout taker in the history of the NFL.
The greatest timeout taker in the history of the NFL.
He was all over it yesterday.
But that spike, everybody's going to, they're going to wonder, you should have taken more time off that clock. We had a chance if we converted that first down, that would have been huge. But overall, Spencer, great goddamn Dallas Cowboys season. You're going to tell me we're going to do this with rookies and that defense? I would have said, hell no. Fuck you, Stephen A. Smith. I hate anything you have to say about the Cowboys. But it was a great season. It really was.
It was a great season.
13-3.
Playoff win would have been nice.
It would have been beautiful.
I have to take this time to acknowledge the fact that the Texans and Jaguars have more playoff wins than you guys in the last 20 years.
That's so sad.
Just think about that. Let that sink in for a second.
You know what? But it was just like our Cowboys team back in the day before we started the dynasty. They lost in the divisional round with a 3-year.
All the young guns.
With all the young guns, and then that next year, they came back hot and heavy, loaded and full of grit.
It was nice to see Jason Witten get his first playoff touchdown.
I can't believe that.
Right?
And Dez Bryant's.
It was Dez Bryant's?
Yes.
Man.
It was both
their entire offense balled out. Can't hit on that.
No way. He scored 31 points.
First half defense, interesting game plan.
It was the same game plan we tried to do in like week 5 when we played them, but
yeah.
But they were horrible and they were not jiving week 5. You did the same fucking game plan after they won 7 games in a row and are hot as hell. It looks like he can do anything and everything. You don't change up. You don't think that they know that's what you're going to do? What the fuck?
Oh, man.
But he just cooked us. I'm just surprised they got back. I'm surprised they tied it at 31.
The throw he made, even though this wasn't necessarily on purpose, but the other throw he made that was insane, the one that went in between Sean Lee's ear and his arm.
Oh, my God.
He's just dropping dimes all over the field.
It was like Sean Lee was doing that perfect little circle. It was like, can you throw it through that? He's like, hell yeah. Boom. Dart.
And the last throw wasn't a play. He drew it up in the huddle. Yeah.
Did you read that?
Yeah. That's what he said. That's what Randall Cobb said, too.
Fucking way.
He was just like, look, I'm going to roll out and go left and, cross my body on the sideline. On the run. To Jarrett Cook, who's a no-brainer receiver, right?
Yeah.
I think he's been on everyone's fantasy team for 10 years.
Damn it. And he nailed that. I was just watching that replay, and we gave him so much time, and then we brought in the guy to put a little pressure, and you're like, oh, my God, there's no way. And there's fucking like 3 seconds left, mind you, when this is going on. If this play this is not a catch, they're basically throwing a Hail Mary from their 40-yard line. So a little bit further back than he was accustomed to. Maybe even further back than that. But it was a fucking dart, and it crushed.
It crushed.
And then I loved the timeout by Garrett right before he did it.
Crosby made 3 50-yard field goals.
It's insane.
It's just insane.
We were talking about listeners. We were just reading a report about these two guys that picked the Green Bay when they were 4-7. They picked one team that they thought could go on a streak and win every game, finish it out strong. So they threw $300 money line on them at that point, and right now they've balled it into $30,000.
They're just rolling over, and they keep putting every dime on the Packers.
Yeah, they haven't taken out any money. So now this weekend they threw the $30,000 they won on Green Bay again against the Falcons, and then they'll roll that if they win into the Super Bowl. We're going to use it next year.
Pretty aggressive. They're not laying up.
I
respect it.
Me too. They're going balls to the wall. Jack Del Rio, early season.
I read somewhere Mike McCarthy is now past Vince Lombardi as the most playoff wins for a Packers head coach.
Really?
Yeah, Mike fucking McCarthy.
What the fuck did that come from?
They keep getting there because of Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre.
That's so unfair.
Back to 1.
Oh, my God. It rallied. Oh, all right. So when you get down and things are not looking good. Like in the second half of that Cowboys game, we were down. Who knows what we were down, but we were down. And so we needed rallies. You needed different rally things. So it was a big Dallas Cowboys party. We had, what'd you say, 20, maybe not that many people, but like 20.
But everyone was for the Cowboys.
But everybody was in their Cowboys stuff, basically. Even Spenser.
I wasn't wearing Cowboys gear.
But he was feeling the vibe.
And every time because I was on the Packers for the money, every time they score, I was just silently fist pumping. It was nothing. I wasn't getting overjoyous. I knew where I was. I knew my surroundings.
But we had 2 different TVs, one in the kitchen and one in the living room, and kind of 2 different parties were split up there. So as the Cowboys started to do momentum, the TV and the living room people we did back to 1, back to what you were doing, same places, same steps.
Andrew's so serious about it. He was making one of the girls every time there's a new play keep her hand on the vodka bottle.
Yes.
You kicked a few people out of the kitchen for that.
I kicked several people out of the kitchen. Some people were trying to be bastards to me and were not adhering to the laws I was trying to demand, but we still overcame that. I was like a stage manager, ladies and gentlemen. And before each hike, I'd be like, Katie, go, right as it was being hiked. And then she would drop the vodka or the tequila bottle on the table and make a bang. And then I had a girl to my right, Jess. And as he was about to throw it, I'd go, Jess, go now. And then Jess would go, miss. And then Aaron Rodgers would throw it, and he was missing. And it was fucking weird as hell. Or the plays just weren't working, but the fucking thing was working.
Yeah. You were moving people's bottles around like a set designer. You're like, no, this was back here because Grantham's friend.
Back to Brian.
Fact check. Brian. Fact check. The Woodlands High did not win the high school state championship.
You are very wrong about that. And then I think we fact checked him on a later fact too, and he was wrong about that. Which was questionable.
Yeah, we got to call him out. Brian, great guy,
fantastic.
I love that guy.
Very good.
Man, we had to fact check him. There's always a guy at a big football party just starts saying stuff, stats, maybe little nuggets that you might think are true, and usually you just kind of believe it. Half the people are high or drunk.
Right.
The first, I think what caught our attention even after the fact check or before that was when he's a huge Texans fan. He said Nick Martin is better than Zach Martin.
Oh, my God. That's exactly what he said.
And there's no.
I was like, boy, his Zach Martin came into the league. It was like a Pro Bowler, all-team first pro in his rookie season.
All-pro every year.
And he's been an all-pro every year.
Yeah.
This guy you're talking about, I don't even fucking know who he had.
He didn't even play. He got injured. He played a little bit this year. His first year, he didn't play at all.
So, yeah, that was another fact check thing. We're just like, just don't believe you. You're making everything that you say is non-credible anymore.
Yeah. Because people are just throwing out stats the whole game. There's so many people there.
So many people. Oh.
You guys, I thought the game was over when it was 28-13.
Oh, my God.
And Hyde read that screen like a book and picked it off. I was like, that's game.
That's game.
And they battled back.
And they fucking battled back in the most epic of fucking games. It was amazing. It was a fucking amazing game. Props to a rookie quarterback and a team and then even a defense and coaches that they gave themselves a shot to win.
They did.
They gave themselves a shot to win.
Also, most importantly, you hedged your happiness.
I did.
You were smart enough to say, well,
I want to be happy some way.
So the Cowboys lost, but your bank account won.
Yeah, bank account went up. We're happy. Very happy. Very happy about that.
So,
Yeah. We
got to let the listeners know right now, this week we went 4-0 on our picks, 2-0 the money line dogs,
Money line dogs.
and then 5-0 in our Fab Five. Thanks to this beautiful soul here that pleaded with me to bet Dak over 105 yards rushing.
I thought it was so easy, and he was
You were
being
right.
so hard. I sent him text like, believe in me. Believe in me like I believe in you, and you're really confident about something. And then I kind of whittled it in right there, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You don't have to do it. And then that got him. He's like, I bet it all. I bet it. He's like, I believe. And then he got it. That was a great moment. That also was happiness.
Yeah.
That was good.
So we should go back to Saturday now that we've covered the game of all games.
Okay, we'll go back Saturday now.
Seahawks Falcons, we said it. Dirty Bird, poop. Dirty South, poop
Oh, yeah.
on the Seahawks.
The offense is too electric. The Seahawks offense is a dying breed. It showed you in that game how many holes that offensive line has. They were not doing anything.
Oh, when Ifedi went down, it was just sad because Atlanta does not have the best of defenses or pass rushes.
He had no time. He had nowhere to go.
When that safety happened, I could not stop laughing. It was perfect.
Safety. He stepped on his foot. So many issues. But I'm going to throw a shout out to Is it Robinson? The receiver for Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Is that the number 10?
Robinson
From
Yeah.
SMU? Is he really a Mustang?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think
Purdy just
Purdman
lied.
made that up.
Fucking John Purdy. God damn it. What, fact checks?
That fact check.
But that receiver balled out this playoffs. A bunch of beautiful catches last week in the wild card and this week.
And Julio roasted and toasted
Sherman.
Yeah,
but they came out with a report today that said Sherman was playing with this horrible injury.
That's okay. Fine. Whatever.
He
You still got roasted and toasted. You're
got-
still one of the best corners in the league. I'm not taking anything away from you.
Right.
But on that day, on Saturday, in the Georgia Dome, with Ludacris and Future and all of them watching, you got roasted and toasted.
Man, why didn't they show
Burnt
us
to a
Ludacris?
crisp.
at
I don't
halftime?
know. That was very disappointing.
I wanted all that.
Don't tell me he's going to be there and don't show me.
That place must have been fucking rocking.
Instead, they cut to what? Was it Fox that was doing that game?
Yeah, they just showed me fucking Fox
Fucking Howie Long and Terry
bullshit.
Bradshaw and
Horrible.
Jimmy Johnson's beautiful head of hair.
God, yeah.
fantastic,
He's great.
I love
Johnson's the man.
If you don't like Jimmy Johnson, you just hate football.
I hate you.
Did you see Devonta Freeman savagely break that man's ankles?
Oh, yeah.
That was such a nasty cut.
Man, he's fast. He's so quick. So low to the ground.
Yeah.
It's a small boy back there.
And get ready. Packers secondary, which got burnt by
Dak.
everyone on the Cowboys.
Everyone.
Even Terrence Williams had a game.
He did. He had that horrible drop pass.
He did. But
Off
that's a
his
Terrence
chest.
Williams special.
It was.
Just like getting to the next game, our man Will Fuller.
Oh, my
The
God.
only dime Brock throws, drop.
Poor Brock was working so. I mean, he sucks and he knows it, and he was trying so hard. And some of those throws were actually pretty damn good when he could get it to them, and the receivers they just weren't ready. They're like, I can't believe the ball's actually where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem.
That was the perfect situation as a Texans fan for me, in that I had money on the Patriots minus 14, so I'm glad they covered. But the score is closer than that. I mean, they held in there. Tom looked out of it, just getting hit a lot. Clowney kept hitting him, even late, which I liked.
Loved it.
Get it. Play
Fuck
it.
you, Tom. Did you see him throw that temper tantrum? Acting
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 4-year-old.
So amazing.
He acted like a 4-year-old. He tried to stand up and he slipped and he fell back down. Oh, it was so good. It was like, you're such a fucking child, Tom Brady.
Oh, Clowney just looked on.
Yeah, as a Texans, I'm not a Texans fan, but as a guy who was watching the Texans
Yeah.
game, and it could possibly one day be my second favorite team if they weren't this bad to watch. They were doing exactly what they needed to do in the first half. Tom Brady was on the sideline for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And he was looking cold. He was looking agitated. And then when he came in, he threw a pick. And then he had 2 picks, I believe, in that game. And it wasn't until the second half when things, when they got a little out of hand. But for the most part, it was a bunch of sweet turnovers, a bunch of, some fumbles and the picks that kept the Texans in it to win it. Deion Lewis
That's what did him in.
Deion Lewis is pretty
Darren
awesome.
Sproles 2.0.
God, he's good.
McKinney and Cushing cannot guard him out of the backfield.
Nobody could guard him. And then he had the kickoff return.
Yeah, he had to sprinkle a little kick return for a touchdown on. I'm
My
back.
God, the dude's awesome. So fast and such an unfair weapon that they that they've been waiting for to utilize.
It's classic Patriots. They got rid of Vereen a few years ago, immediately replaced him with this guy.
They're damn good with the scouting department. Damn good.
And Michael Floyd played a ton of snaps already.
They're getting him in there. They're getting his ass in there.
That could be something. That could be something.
Yeah, but so, that game was it was an interesting game. I found it more enjoyable than the first one to watch.
Really?
Yeah, because I was believing the Texans. There was some kind of feel like, oh my God, can
this
miracles
could happen?
happen? Like, can this be? And just Brock Osweiler sucks and cannot throw a fucking football to save his life.
If you can't get another quarterback, you got to get an O-line run game to help him out. Because the amount of checkdowns is insane with him.
I swear to God, you got to fire that offense coordinator.
They did today.
Thank God. He's the worst. He's the worst in the league.
I know. I couldn't tell if Brock, though, if the plays are there and he's just not throwing it.
All right, so sometimes when they go back to a view and it shows like his kind of, 180 view in front of him, I swear to God, I'm picking open pockets where receivers are. And he's just blatantly not, somehow he's not seeing it.
He got gun shy.
Damn it, Brock. And also, I feel like for a guy who's 6'7", however big he is, he should be able to sling it sometimes harder than he does.
Also, how does a guy that's 6'8" get balls batted down at the line?
I don't know.
Riddle me that.
It's because of his weird-ass delivery.
He's got a real sidearm delivery.
Yeah, how did nobody fix that? And it's kind of slow.
It's too late.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
But that should have been addressed when he first got in the fucking league.
Yeah. It's pretty tough to do. Remember when they tried to fix Tebow?
Oh, well, that was nobody's fixing Tebow. I don't give a fuck. Didn't they? I mean, Romo's worked on his mechanics. He's got a lot quicker, faster, stronger.
I saw the game on NFL Network the other day.
Which game?
Tebow's playoff win against Kyle Steelers.
Is that? Oh,
your team is the only team to lose to Tim Tebow.
Wow, on a slant to Demaryius Thomas.
Tebow threw for 300 yards in that game on
what?
On 10 completions, I believe.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. It was a miracle.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. God bless Tim Tebow with the miracle playoff victory. He's like, that's all you get, though.
Yeah, now you're going to baseball.
Yeah, this is all I can do for you.
But first, the Jets.
Oh, God, the Jets. What a worthless franchise.
Steelers-Chiefs, sloppy game.
Boswell, 6 field goals. If they miss one of those, they'd be fucked. MVP for sure.
No kickers in the playoffs right now are 34 for 34.
Amazing.
That changes soon.
Oh,
there's no way they can go.
And there have been some very clutch moments that a lot of fucking moments when those hearts are pounding. Those kicks, someone is gonna shank it.
The only missed kicks so far have been extra points. No missed field goals.
Classic.
Steelers defense is a different beast with Dupree and Tuitt back.
Dupree is running around like a fucking madman. Tuitt is over there in that line, getting revenge as well, stopping the run, hitting the quarterback, and Shazier is flying around like a wildcat. Shazier is so crazy. I'm loving this Steeler D. I'm a jealous Cowboys fan, so I don't want them to go to goddamn the Super Bowl, but I sure as hell don't want the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. So I was like, who the fuck do I root for there? And because I don't want them to have more Super Bowls than the Cowboys do. Steelers already do, and fuck you, Tom Brady. I don't want you to do it. I guess I'd rather the Steelers go up too than Tom Brady tie us. Is how much
right?
Fucking for some reason.
Yeah.
And then Green Bay, if they win, they'll have 5. So the only one I can root for in the postseason is Matty Ice, friend of the show, best friend in life.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Winning.
Le'Veon Bell? Did we talk about him?
We did not. Monster.
My God.
170 rushing yards. How do you stop that new style of running the football that he's invented?
Game changer.
He's a game changer.
Revolutionary.
He's a revolutionary.
Also, Travis Kelce, while he's wrong and he's being a bad sport about a loss.
Tell him to quote.
Oh, number 51 shouldn't be allowed to wear zebra stripes, and he shouldn't even be allowed to work at a fucking Foot Locker.
Burn!
It was a hold, though.
It was a hold.
Because that was the only way you were stopping. What is James Harrison on?
How many years?
No, like he's 38, 39, and he's dominating again.
Dude, he has found something that is totally legal, and no one knows about it yet. They will in like several years, but he's the first guy. He's a fucking animal.
He's one of those apex predators. He's just a savage.
He looks like a predator. He is a monster.
And they showed him working out at 5 a.m. in the gym when they landed. Because why not?
Just disgusting. He didn't get enough working out during the game running around.
No, get a few extra reps in.
God, he's a monster. I would hate to be hit by him.
Oh, yeah. The one thing I'll say I loved about that game, I listened to our last podcast, we said the reason we're going to take the Steelers, we don't want to be on the other end of an Andy Reid time debacle.
Booyah.
And lo and behold, they spent 8 minutes on that last drive acting like 8 points was a sure thing. 2-point conversions 50-50. They obviously didn't get it. but he just took his sweet time. Again, Andy. Why don't they just hire someone for him? He's such a good coach.
I don't know.
He burned coach. 2 timeouts on the drive. It was just like, here we go again.
And it's not like the Steelers were scoring at will either. I mean, it's fucking the conditions were hard. Go down, score, stop them. What was the final? They won by 2? What was it, 16-18?
They won by 2. And if you look at the stat lines, it looked like the Steelers blew them out. I think they had 400-plus yards to the Chiefs, like 260.
Oh, my God.
And yet they had to settle for field goals every single time or got a turnover in the red zone.
Bend but don't break, baby. Bend but don't break.
Yeah, that's a sad, disheartening loss for the Chiefs.
And you're saying how many years has it been since they had a win? Since they've
93 since they've had a home playoff win.
Oh.
In Arrowhead of all places.
In Arrowhead. Yeah, I bet Arrowhead was crazy. I bet Arrowhead was so crazy. The fans must have been freezing. When will they ever break the curse? When will they get over the hump?
I don't know. Probably the same year the Cowboys do, just like they both lost together.
So next year's Super Bowl, can we bet it?
Chiefs-Cowboys.
Chiefs-Cowboys. I'm saying it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, for whatever the Chiefs are a great team. I feel like when you put them up there against those really, really good teams, it shows that they're not there.
It shows the limitations of Alex Smith. I hate to say it. I like the guy. He's a fine quarterback, and he played pretty well. He had some people dropped. I felt like this game was more drop passes. He overthrew a few that were really going to be touchdowns.
Oh, Alex, get your shit together, brother.
Get it together, man.
So those are our 4 games this weekend.
And now only 4 teams remain.
And now 4 teams to rule them all, or however that saying goes.
4 armies. You got the Packers, red hot on fire. Aaron Rodgers. But what puts out fire?
Matty Ice. Friend of the show. Long-time listener, 0-time caller, but loves to text.
Georgia Dome's going to be last game in the Georgia Dome.
I would love to be in a hot Atlanta for this offensive showdown, touchdown for touchdown. Matty Ice versus Aaron Fire. I can't wait to watch that game.
Oh,
that game's gonna be fucking
awesome.
awesome.
It's the song of Fire and Ice.
Ooh, son. Shit, son.
They got to bring back everyone that's associated with Atlanta. Have them on the side.
I want to see Jamal Anderson
jerking off in the corner.
Yes.
During the game.
And then flapping his fucking wings.
Doing his dirty bird.
And
you got to bring back Chris Chandler.
Oh, my God. Get Chris Chandler
Why
back
not?
in the fucking building now.
Right? Yeah. Obviously, Ludacris and MC Hammer have to be there.
I want Future. I want Ludacris. I want MC Hammer. I want every stripper in Atlanta at the game.
All of them. All of them from the reality show.
Oh, I want the Real Housewives of Atlanta there.
Yeah.
With the strippers.
Put them right behind the bench.
Oh, Green Bay bench?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll go crazy.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. They would lose their shit.
You wouldn't be able to handle it.
Players would be just beating their faces against the benches. It's like, so sorry, several Green Bay players are going to the ICU. Self-inflicted head beatings.
Bring Donald Glover. He's not from there, but he's on a show called Atlanta.
Oh, my God. I need to see that show, for I hear it is great.
Gucci Mane. Huge Falcons fan.
Okay.
He better be there.
We can get Gucci there.
Brr.
Everybody's going to be there in the hot Atlanta. That's going to be a showdown. And then we have the other game.
Oh, my.
Pittsburgh traveling to New England. You know the people are going to be crazy. You know Belichick's going to be sitting there with his fucking hoodie. Tomlin's going to be sitting there with his arms across his chest, looking out across the way, staring at Belichick, trying to have a mind fucking game.
Antonio Brown's going to be live Snapchatting it.
The entire time. Actually, he's going to be catching a touchdown
while he's doing it.
While he's recording himself with the other. That's how skilled he is. Watch this. It's going to be a great game. Le'Veon Bell, Brown, Roethlisberger against the Patriots D, and the way that they game plan against certain players and against what you like to do. And then
Yeah,
the
I
other
never
side-
thought I would go into a Steelers game saying I'm most worried about Big Ben.
And we are.
Because their defense is looking mighty spicy.
They've spiced it up.
Yeah.
They've definitely
They're
spiced
flying.
that
They're
shit
fast
up.
and they hit.
They're flying. They hit you. They got the Pittsburgh mentality. You got James Harrison in that middle of that, yelling at everybody. If I'm a Pittsburgh defensive player and I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, I'm killing somebody.
Yeah, this man's 38 and he's murdering people. What's your excuse, young buck?
Yeah, what's your get in the game?
He probably looks over at Shazier. He's like, "You're 5 times faster than me. Why aren't you killing people?"
Why am I beating you there?
Yeah, that's really what he's doing. He's probably James Harrison's such a crazy man. He's probably just competing against his own players. He doesn't even care about the other team.
Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. And then Tom Brady against that D. How does he do? How does he hold up? It's gonna be a slugger.
And whoever wins sets the franchise record for most Super Bowl appearances.
Damn it.
Interesting.
Also,
I saw something.
Pittsburgh more all time. Like Pittsburgh's been doing it since the beginning. Patriots have just been doing this shit.
Yeah,
in the last.
That says
17
more
years.
about Brady and Belichick.
Yeah,
they went to 2 before, but they were
nothing like this.
No, this is a run of epic proportions.
It's probably never become.
No, I thought the
again.
Niners one from the 80s to the 90s, late 90s would never be duplicated, and the Patriots have surpassed it.
Oh.
Far and away. Also, what's interesting about the playoffs, as much as defense wins championships, and that might be the case, there's not one top 10 defense left. First time since, I think it's like 89.
That's fucking interesting as hell.
Yeah. The NFC matchup just looks like a track meet on turf. It just like it should be a lot of scoring.
Oh
high
my
flying.
God. Over. What do you think the over is
Just
going to be?
vertical passing attacks.
Over under?
Shit. We should look it up. I bet it's 58-60.
Yeah, easy. I could go in 58 over, I would say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling.
I'll look it up right now.
Ooh, this is going to be so good because all I can see is fucking scoring. Because if Dak is, Dak is a good quarterback. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. But both of those defenses are severely compromised.
Yeah. I mean, Dak's a hell of a quarterback, especially for a rookie, but he's not like an Aaron Rodgers
he's not.
Ryan
No,
at this point.
not yet. As I was saying, bro is 10 years younger than these guys.
He reminds me of Russell Wilson, Donovan McNabb type.
Yeah, hybrid in between there. Kind of body size of the Donovan McNabb.
Yep.
A little bit better runner, I would say. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's
Definitely
good.
more condition. You won't see him throwing up.
No. He looks fit as fuck. Fit as a fiddle. All right, what is it? What do you got for me?
I'm trying to find it still.
Oh, shit, son. Vegas is trying to lock this down. Yeah, listeners, yesterday in Vegas was a colossal beatdown to the
one of the
sportsbooks.
worst losses for the sportsbook in history.
Everybody took the underdogs, and everybody won so much money.
And on Saturday, everyone took the Patriots. I'm sure it was kind of
No,
split.
everybody took the Patriots and the Falcons on Saturday.
Take that.
Take
Feel it.
that, Vegas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're having some technical difficulties. We had a stat guy one day, and then he never came back.
All right, so the over-under on Green Bay Atlanta is 60.
Ooh, shit.
That's almost tempting to just take the under because that is a lot. But no.
But no, it's gonna be a fucking shootout.
I remember, was it the Packers and Cardinals a few years ago had like a 45-41 playoff game?
Oh my God.
I want one of those.
I want one of those too. I want it to be a track meet.
The other game is going to be a tactical AFC battle between two.
Chess pieces.
Yeah.
We're moving here, you moving there. What the fuck's going on? Gotta like it.
4 teams left. I'm excited.
I'm pumped. Sunday is all day fun day. I'm gonna be rooting hard for you, Atlanta. Matty Ice. I'll send you some text messages before the game. Give you that encouragement you always like. Couple Bible verses. And we are gonna fucking rock and roll.
He's such a dear friend of the show. We're so happy for him.
Yeah, I know. He didn't like it that we talked so much shit earlier on about him. He came back with an MVP caliber season and breaking all kinds of records and going on to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
I honestly don't see this momentum stopping here for the Matty Ice train.
No, I texted him last night.
You did?
He's pumped up.
Oh, my God. He's so excited, isn't
Yeah.
he? God.
He used that emoji he always uses.
Oh, I love that one.
It's so good.
Classic guy.
Dude. Ooh, before we go,
Yeah. What do we got?
Jim Irsay in the Clown Show.
Fuck, can't believe I got this news.
That fucking guy.
Yeah, trying to go get Gruden to be your coach.
And Peyton Manning to be your GM. Why does Peyton Manning want a GM? And GM the team of the quarterback that they replaced him with and got rid of him for.
Oh, yeah.
Is Peyton going to go in there? You know Peyton's competitive as hell. He's not going to want to see Andrew Luck do anything.
Fuck no.
How miserable was Tony Romo yesterday? He didn't smile once.
I didn't see him smile
Every
at
time
all.
they showed him, he was just, you're not that focused on the play calls.
Fucking get out. Why aren't you over there fucking coaching Dak up? Why aren't you over there talking, being like, this is all right, it's been like, this will be fine. No, he's got to be a little bum, making $20 million.
To be fair, Mark Sanchez won more playoff games. Maybe that's why Dak was with Mark.
Ooh.
He's like, if you can win 4 playoff games,
Yeah.
there's no way I can be beat.
There's no way.
You got to 2 AFC championships,
Yes,
my
he
friend.
did.
Including beating the Patriots.
That's impressive. That was impressive.
So, yeah, Jim Irsay, Peyton Manning, he's got all the money in the world. He can go be the AD at Tennessee. He's
Yeah.
also just fresh off retiring.
Yeah, just give the guy a fucking break. He probably wants to go with Tennessee.
And the best part was he hadn't said if he was keeping Pagano and the other guy. So he was silent on Grigson and Pagano. No one really knew where he was. Which with Jim Irsay, you're like, oh man, could have taken all those pills and run off to Mexico again.
I think he did, probably. That red face.
Yeah.
The alcohol and the pills and all the goddamn money in the car. What are you doing?
How long did he get suspended for?
Like, no, it seemed like nothing at all.
Right?
It's fucking like probably 4 games or something.
Just I try to think of a football player getting caught with $30,000 in a trash bag.
Wasn't he also drunk?
Drunk with a ton of pills as well.
How did he get out of the pills thing? Because I know that law enforcement goes after you on pills.
Yeah, they don't take that one lightly.
They don't take that one He just must have given up a fuckload of cash.
Maybe that's why he travels with the bag of cash when he's got that many pills, because he's like, either I'm going to jail for a long time or I'm handing you this bag of cash.
Yeah, it's like, or you can take this $50,000. Totally. I guess I would too. I'd be like, listen, I know I'm fucked up. I got $50,000 right here. Can you take that money, do whatever the fuck you want to with the pills, and drive me home? I got more pills and more money at home. What are you doing here, say?
I don't know.
Fire your GM. Fire your coach.
Fire yourself.
And totally just take yourself out of the equation.
Yeah. Oh, the other news. The Raiders filed for
Bring
Vegas.
him in, baby. We just need to get all those owners' approval and bring him to Vegas.
It's so funny because LA wants the Raiders, and obviously because Mark Davis doesn't have the money and owner help to get that stadium done. Now they're going to Vegas, which LA is still going to be mostly Raiders fans.
As soon as they move to Vegas, I will have my second favorite team.
I mean, that is an easier drive than going to Inglewood on a Sunday will be.
It's fucking way easier.
About the
Far
same
more
time.
enjoyable.
Far more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Raiders games, if you were to be dumb enough to leave on a Sunday from LA for a Raiders game in Vegas, it would be like a Mad Max caravan through the desert.
Oh my god.
You know it would be.
Wah! All of them all dressed up in their shit.
Everyone in their Raiders gear probably got the giant setup with the guy in the fucking guitar and the
Oh my god. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, 100%.
everyone in their gear,
That's
Darth
a great
Vader's,
image. I love it.
right?
Yes.
Driving out to the desert for a game,
Fucking so cool.
better than Inglewood.
We need to make something like this. We need to make film something, write something.
Yeah, let's copyright it right now. That's our idea.
It's our idea. Fuck you.
Yeah, don't steal it. We're doing that. We're filming that. It'll be easy to find Raiders fans with costumes.
Easy.
Done.
We'll put out a little thing online. We'll have like thousands of them.
Yeah, it's going to be impossible not to root for them. Be great to go to Vegas and then
Awesome.
just walk down the street or take a little thing and get to the game.
Felt so cool.
Man. And the only sad part, I guess, is the Raiders, to me, still feel like they should always be in California. Vegas is close enough.
Vegas is fucking right there.
The ultimate fuck you move that San Diego should do to Dean Spanos for being such a asshole is to build a stadium for the Raiders instead and tell the Raiders to move to San Diego. So Spanos tried for 18 years, and they're like, no. And they're like, you know what? We want this team. And they build them a stadium.
That would be amazing.
Spanos feels like a chump stuck in L.A. in a city it doesn't want him.
He got booed out on that Lakers-Clippers game they had the other day. They put the Chargers up, and everyone booed. and then they.
I know, what was that? It was such a random Chargers player, like Jeff Cumberland or some random tight end.
And it was like, "Don't show me, fuck! How do they know where I'm sitting? This is embarrassing."
It really is. But what's a little bit weird is all the Chargers hate. I'm like, I'd probably root for them over the Rams.
Yeah,
they're more exciting. There's
no
reason they can't become more popular here than the Rams.
I don't understand why not. I'm gonna be a fan of theirs. Fuck the Rams. I gave that a chance. It was awful.
Yeah, how's no one excited about Joey Barosa coming to LA?
I am pumped about the bro.
Melvin Gordon?
Ooh, shit, we got a running back. We got a couple running backs in this town now.
Phillip Rivers.
He's still got like 3 or 4 good years, maybe.
It's going to be interesting seeing his country ass in LA.
So many kids.
With his,
he'll just fly. He'll just copter here.
Yeah, half the stadium is going to be Rivers kids. There's only 30,000 people in that stadium. It's going to be half Rivers kids.
That is so true. He has so many kids, so he doesn't have to do anything later in life. He's just like, you guys do all my shit.
We got to get Kyle on Thursday. When we make our picks, do our picks on Thursday. We're going to give you prop bets, too, this time.
Ooh.
We'll get Kyle on because I need to hear the San Diego move from a San Diego resident.
We need an insider.
Plus, his Steelers are still going strong.
We need an insider.
We need you, Kyle. We put out the beacon. The bat sign is up. The Sasquatch sign is up in the air.
Come to it.
Come to it.
Come to it. We'll see you motherfuckers Thursday.
We'll be back Thursday. Go on iTunes, rate and review us. And we out. Peace.